Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. This whole conversation is something that I am just like never in a million years could have guessed happening in this game. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kimchica and we are here with our next episode of Coffee Talk. I'm excited. I have a fancy pop filter that will in theory change and make the sound quality of my reading better. Hopefully it does. But yeah, we'll find out. So let's jump back in. Let's continue our game. Last episode, we had some overbearing parents, a father who really did not want to let his daughter go. And it's kind of interesting because, you know, he was in show business, and so you'd think he'd try to, perhaps because he knew so much about what was going on there, he didn't want his daughter to be a part of it, but instead of maybe informing her on how to navigate the sphere of the industry, he kind of became overprotective. So we had that conversation with him last time. Now we have jumped back into a conversation with Hyde, and let's actually really quickly check our Tomodachi, because admittedly it's been a couple of days since I've played and I want to just kind of peek back in. So as I alluded to before, I think because of my mistakes in serving coffee, oh, of course, here, let's do this too. Boop, that way you can see the whole thing. Because of some of my mistakes in serving coffee, I think there are certain folks that I just have not gotten to talk to as much. To my dismay, I have made a mistake twice with Gala, and so I have not been able to get to know him as well, and that's why my friendship rating with him is so much lower. I think my relationship with Lua is great. Bailey's I made mistakes with, thus he has not come back. Hyde, we're getting along okay. Actually, I've grown to really enjoy Hyde quite a bit. Even though we disagree on a few things, I think he does have I like his ability to kind of get to the heart of things and just kind of cut to his truth and provide advice that way. Even though I don't necessarily always agree with him. And then we've got Myrtle, who's this adorable programmer. Look at her. She's so cute. And I really am shipping Myrtle with Aqua, who's another just cutie pie, a researcher who's an aspiring indie dev, who is a friendly introvert and tea lover. So cute. Oh yes, and here's Henry. So again, we're not very close with Henry. He seems very much like an overbearing father, well-meaning, but still just needs to perhaps learn to like step back a little bit. So I believe that's our recap. So let's jump in and see what Hyde has to say to Gala. He really never changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice, catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Kimchica, I'd like to order again. Oh God, I should have looked this up. The usual. What? Back to the experiment? The failed experiment every time. Yes, you know what? Try adding milk to the ingredients you already have. All right? You know what? I don't know what to do, Gala. Oh no. You're trusting me, and I don't know what to do. Okay, so let's see if we can... Oh gosh. I remember something about it needing some sort of a spice. We know that there needs to be milk and coffee. Oh God. I don't know what to do. Okay, that's fine. We'll just... Milk. Okay, we can't combine milk and coffee. So let's do milk. And we do know ginger. Mint? That doesn't seem like it'd be good, to be very honest, but perhaps I'm just really nervous. I don't want Gala to not be happy with the beverage I brew. Okay, let's go for it. Milk, ginger, and mint. What is that? Ginger mint milk? You know, I like the presentation. Oh gosh. Part of me would want to restart if it doesn't work. Oh, fingers crossed. I don't remember what I did last time. Try this. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, but this doesn't taste anything like what I asked for. Pardon me for the mistake. I should have looked this up. Oh, never mind. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help but overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Huh? Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Ugh, those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know kung fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple? Really? You were trash, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his Oh my gosh, that's cute. Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. Then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, to a blanket. Is that a saying? Wet to a blanket? I don't know what saying he's alluding to. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the mafia. Might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I mean, took you to breakfast. I have to say it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. I mean, you never turn down breakfast food. It's the best type of food. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Right, because remember, Gala is, I don't remember what they call it in this world, but essentially he's a werewolf, so he does turn at the full moon every month. Werewolves? War veterans. Oh, I see. So, how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in a hospital, Gala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed. I'd prefer it if we skipped that part. I'm sorry, I just don't want to go into any details about it. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. I haven't gotten your drinks right once, so I am not surprised you don't want to share anything with me. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So, you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, Kimchica, I'd like to order something now. Well, what would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Alright, so let me actually shrink my face just a little bit so y'all can see. Sorry, the music's going to be gone for just a second. There we go. That way you can see, so we've got this bar, and admittedly I've been so caught up in the story and like progressing, I've kind of didn't acknowledge the fact that you can use this bar to gauge the effectiveness of your drink in different categories. So we want it to be both warm and cool at the same time. I would imagine the ginger would provide it with a warmth and mint provide it with the cool, and so I probably should have given Hyde the drink I gave Gala. So this has a rating of 4 cool, but let's reset this. If I see, this is very warm, but it's also quite bitter. I think mint will definitely be the most cooling, so we'll definitely do the mint there. And ginger will make it equivalent warmth, but cinnamon will make it a little bit more sweet. Let's do the same drink, tea, mint, and ginger. I think that hits the warmth and the cool, and it's a little bitter, but that's fine. Hyde's a vampire, he can handle it. Mint ginger tea, that sounds quite nice. Here's your order, Hyde. Exactly what I wanted. Yes. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Freya! Our normal... Oh! Is that Freya? Speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you two. Oh, I ship them so much. I like that they were able to spar earlier in the other episodes. Freya, by the way, we were just talking about you.
Oh, really? What about me?
I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter?
That won't work on me.
I have no interest in flirting with you. Damn. Maybe sibling bond then. I've got high standards, you know. Freya.
You
look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work?
How could you tell?
Call it werewolf senses.
Right. I showed Kimchica my draft, and I actually got some good feedback.
That's good to hear. Glad I could help.
So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff, and I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day.
That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. That's true.
Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital adminning life going?
That's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. Oh, whoops. I meant to say it in Freya's voice.
Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there.
It is pretty boring to talk about, but mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. They require intensive care, such as operations. I go through what we do and how much it would cost them.
Kind of like biz dev for people's lives, then?
You could say that.
Damn, that sounds complicated and hard.
That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective.
Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job?
I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it.
Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it.
Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital.
Why?
For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patients' personal lives, anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. Dreamboat! You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here.
You.
He needs to be a bit less loyal, though. Hyde.
You've been doing this job for a while, right?
Ah, so I wonder if Hyde's trying to convince Gala to either ask for a promotion or a raise or find a different place to work. Almost 50 years now.
Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position?
Uh-huh.
Holy, ask for a promotion, man.
They keep offering me new positions. Oh, look, Hyde doesn't want a part of this. We know Hyde has already had this conversation with Gala many times in the past 50 years. Mostly managerial.
Take it.
Not interested.
Why?
It's not something I want. Besides, as I told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But
the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right?
of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job.
I really can't figure you out.
That's Gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It's nice catching up with both of you. Are you gonna stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around, Kimchica. I will get your drink right someday. I will see you soon, Gala. Oh, I think it's really interesting, though, with Gala, because I am of, like, Freya and Hyde's mindset in the sense that I would not want to be in the same position for that long. I'm constantly looking for new things to do, more to do. Variety for me is like what keeps me interested and engaged in the work that I participate in or choose to participate in. And I know quite a few people like Hyde. You know, some of my most loved people in my life are people like Hyde who are just, if they find what they find and they're happy with it, they're content to just let that be. And it's something that I have a very hard time understanding because I very rarely feel that. I'm constantly looking for something new. I'm just that kind of person, I think.
See ya.
Take care on your way. Bye. I swear I will get the drink right someday. Okay.
You know, it's kind of hard to believe someone like Gala could be your best friend.
We were just talking about that before you arrived.
Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So, how'd you guys meet?
Seriously, I have to retell the story.
Yes? Come on, you're not going anywhere, right?
Alright then. We met in this place, back when it was a bar.
Oh, so cute. Whoa! I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic?
Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now.
But you know why, right?
Freya. He already said, just like very explicitly, I'm not comfortable. Are you trying to squeeze the story from me?
Obviously.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
That's him, not you.
Freya, see, I'm not Freya. I'm gonna be cafe mom over here. Stop. Seriously, Freya?
Come on.
Yes, Hyde, don't give in to Freya. Don't. Be a good friend. You've been so good so far. I won't get into details, but going to war, it messes with your head.
Oh.
You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh?
I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then.
The only thing he was confident in was his strength, so he only did work that relied on his muscle.
That wouldn't help him get over his trauma, though, right?
Of course not, but it was the only thing he could do, or at least it's the only thing he thought he could do.
But you hired him for his muscle.
Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard, and we weren't that close yet, so no personal feelings. I needed his strength, but then I got to be interested in him.
Interested?
Oh? I think he's a cool person. That's all. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone. seek help. Oh, good friend. Oh, but which he refused.
No surprises there.
But I kind of pushed him to do it.
How?
It's complicated. Eventually, he did get to professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me, and not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been Oh! You're back! I'm happy that Hyde did not... Hyde kind of divulged a few more details, but nothing I think we couldn't have probably guessed ourselves. But I'm happy that he didn't divulge more to Freya, because he said multiple times, we were also just in front of Gala saying multiple times that he didn't want to share. So Freya, respect. As a journalist, you should respect people's boundaries if they're not willing to share.
Good evening, everyone.
I don't think Hyde has met this being yet.
Oh boy.
Good evening. Oh, wait, our little space buddy is happy to be here. It's nice to see you again.
We are also glad to see you, barista.
By the way, I didn't get your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name?
Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil.
Neil. No relation to a certain other Neil of space renown?
Yes, Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration. Ah, I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here.
Okay, Neil, take 2 steps back from my friend Freya. She's not here from mating, or whatever. I forget the word that you used last time, but it was a little bit strong.
I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir?
Hyde.
You come here often?
For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah.
Oh, you are not from around here. Neither are we.
Where do you come from?
Far away.
Oh, hold on. Let's check our phone. We have a notification. Oh, hey, we're friends with Neil now. Sort of. I guess we have Neil on our radar. Oh, and Hyde is now a close friend of ours. Oh, favorite thing is the fact I've been blood sober for 10 years now. That's cool. Hyde has grown on me. At first I wasn't sure if I was he wasn't the type of person I would have been like, I want to get to know you a little bit more. But the more I've gotten to know Hyde, the more I've appreciated this conversation.
By far away, do you mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. Oh, that sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We choose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. Image? Oh, the Remy Gentry album cover. No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista.
Well, what do you want to drink tonight?
The usual. That is how you say it, yes?
Yes. So, anything?
Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway.
You really can't taste anything?
Yes.
What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something?
Interesting premise. But we doubt you will be able to do that.
Challenge accepted.
Please surprise us.
Okay, so that's an interesting challenge that I have offered to myself. A beverage that will make someone feel something. Let's check our brew pad really quickly. when you drink a beverage, and so much of it, at least for me, is based on the memories that you have from when you remember drinking that beverage before or for the first time or something. And so I don't know, whoops, I'm not used to having this pop filter. I'm not sure what kind of memories or what experiences this being might have had. Chocolate's good. Maybe some honey and cinnamon. I mean, that sounds delicious to me. And it's very sweet. Maybe that'll be good? Honey, cinnamon, chocolate? Let's do it. Well, a cup of anything is ready for you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they dip their finger in. Interesting.
What are you doing?
Drinking. That's how they drink.
Oh boy. You are one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes?
Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. Freya, don't look at me like that.
That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us. We are travelers, doing our job in the space you call Milky Way.
What?
Kind of job. We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds.
Oh god.
You are really here to find a date? All the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. Turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe.
Freya.
Feeling attacked, old man?
Not really. You have a valid point. Oh, I feel bad. Neil, does... You shouldn't be doing what you do so abruptly, but I feel bad that Freya's just kind of like calling you out. Maybe we don't understand. There's no options where you're from. I don't know.
We do not understand. But we are glad if we can make you laugh. The pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Aw, man. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it's going well. I'm not surprised.
Oh, and my cat decided to say hi. 1 second. Okay, back. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about, because this person from space, or this being from space, is here. We don't know why. Perhaps the rest of their people are not around anymore, and I don't like the idea of them just breeding with us like cattle, but, or like, you know what I mean. Okay, back. So yeah, I think it's I don't know how I feel about Neil. I don't appreciate that they're just here to breed, but I also feel like we shouldn't just call them pervy, because we don't know the context in which that they're here. Like, maybe they are the last of their kind. I don't know. It is kind of weird. But so I guess we just have to wait and see what the context is.
With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that.
Could you handle them, though?
Me? I don't know. What do you think?
You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further, if it got you a good story. Oh, called out? Oh, jeez. Oh, you're not offended by that?
Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around.
Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot.
Oh, that took a really interesting turn. Huh.
Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of these terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yep, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it,
We don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they still can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them.
we know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet?
Well, that's a whole different story. I like to talk about taking care of the planet.
At least, that was what we gathered from your information network.
Theoretically, that should be the case.
But Earthlings are stupid.
That's the easiest way to put it.
We learned so much today. But we have another question from Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time you start by dating, boyfriends or girlfriends, before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend?
You could start by asking her whether she's actually single.
Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I am single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now, the path to starting to date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated.
That is true. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker.
Smooth talker? Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms? It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy? Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring?
Pleasure. This whole conversation is something that I am just never in a million years could have guessed happening in this game. Not gonna lie. It's very interesting.
All this information is too much to process in one evening.
Yep.
So, we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink. A condom might be something you can't use at all.
That's true. How do you do it?
Well, we are pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details unless we agree to do the mating ritual.
Really?
I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research, and we tried it on the testing object we made.
Oh my god. Oh no.
It was proven.
The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Or person. I don't know if you're a sir. You never really established that.
Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is.
I have to agree with that.
Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. And how will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information?
Abort! Mission abort! Don't do it anymore!
We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We are off now. Bye.
Take care on your way, sir. What just happened? We just had sort of sex ed with a alien life form? But we half gave them information, oh my gosh, yeah, interesting, okay.
Huh. That that was really something.
Indeed.
You said the first time they came here was for a date, right?
Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date.
Oh, the game developer orc? Wow, I dread to think how that went.
It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety.
I guess so.
By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? Oh, Lua. You mean Miss Lua? Yeah, her.
Oh, showing some concern now, are you?
I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. That's right, I haven't seen her since then.
But her boyfriend did come a few days ago.
And Freya was being pretty nosy to the point that Mr. Gala joined in the discussion. My. You really have a knack for starting trouble. Freya kind of does.
Sadly, I have to agree with that.
It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation, unless it really piques his interest. Or it annoys him.
I don't know how to react to that.
Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow. Seoul? Oh, going to Korea? Do you have a shoot, Mr. Hyde? So I'm off for the day.
Ah, you're leaving Seattle so soon?
It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know.
Oh, well. It'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thanks for letting me stay without ordering anything.
I didn't even notice that. I did, but that's fine because it's Freya, and Freya does what she wants. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. Did she? That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab?
Thanks, but I'm riding my bike.
This rain? All right, then. See you around. Take care on your way, folks. Huh. Black magic, sweet, cool, and magically wakes you up. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, this was an interesting evening at the coffee shop. Yeah, I honestly don't know how I feel about how that conversation went. Because Neil was quite naive about a lot of things. And I'm sure if I was asked all of a sudden at a coffee shop to explain sex to someone, I would probably not do a great job of it anyway. But yeah, I think it was just like a lot to take in for one quick evening of conversation. And that's not even talking about Gala and how we found out a little bit more about what happened in Gala's past. I need to figure out what to make for that drink to stop the turning from happening, because he keeps coming back to find the solution and I have failed every time. So hopefully I figure that out. I do remember them saying like ginger, and we know that the base is milk, so there's just one more ingredient we gotta figure out. We know it's not cinnamon. So at least, is that what I put? No, we know it's not mint. So but that'll be it for today's episode. Again, thank you for tuning in. This is Coffee Talk, again, by Toge Productions, and they have quite a few really interesting games that are in progress. I'm blanking on the titles right now, but if you enjoy this game, if you enjoy just really lovely pixel art and just a strong focus on narrative, do check out what Toge Productions is working on right now, because they have a few games that I think would pique your interest if you are into this. So that's that. And if you would like to follow me on twitch.tv/Kimchica, please do so. I go live on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Pacific, and I do a lot of the same thing as I do here, but live. I play indie games, chat with y'all in real time, and enjoy a really, hopefully, usually cozy and chill atmosphere. We had a front page feature on Twitch on Valentine's Day, and that got a little bit spicier than normal, but generally we like to keep it chill. So if you enjoy that, please come say hi. I would love to see you there. So that's it for tonight, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or evening whenever you're watching this, and hope you're finding lots of indie games to play. All right, see you in the next video.